Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Scorched Earth. Match 1 of 4 going up today, playing against Blue-White Control, good old Blue-White Control. Deck tech was posted this morning and there's a link in the description of this video as always, so if you want to check it out, learn more about Scorched Earth, I suggest you check out that link. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your support today. That click, especially, you know, clicking a subscribe and the like button really does go a long way. So, this hand is actually meh. It's not the best hand in the world, I have to admit. No red source, and we just drew another green. So, this is not ideal. In any other world, I probably should have thrown this out. Especially when you have a double blood moon, that's kind of brutal. Now I drew a black source, so I'm doing nothing. Fae of Wishes on the battlefield. Just get rid of that while our opponent is tapped out. Okay, well, this is getting embarrassing. What a way to play this deck. This is called building suspense, you know. I keep poor hands just to kind of build suspense. Get more watch time on my videos. Opponent's trying to figure out, okay, well, it's 4 land drops. He hasn't done anything yet. What the hell is going on? I'm playing a lands deck. It's 60 lands. Okay, there we go. Red source. Whew. We could do something now. Although surprisingly I didn't slam down Blood Moon. I probably should have. I would have rather baited that, but okay. I guess I was so excited I just didn't even think at that point. But realistically, I should have played the Blood Moon. Okay, well here they're going to surgically extract red in 6, which is okay. I feel that's a bit aggressive. But I hope they have a counter for Blood Moon because that's coming down next turn. And I have a backup, so. Just going to assume they have a counter spell here with 5 cards in hand. Okay, they don't. Well, I'll take that. Cool. Well, make things a bit harder for them. Play Glorybringer this turn. Probably not going to be afraid of permission. Interestingly, yeah, I'm not sure what I was thinking here. Okay, so I guess I'm just playing it safe here. I'm attacking the lands, and then when I feel the coast is clear, I'll play a threat, but I think that was a bit too cautious. Now we can play our Glorybringer. So even though we stumbled there and I kept the stupid hand, like I said, suspense building. I'm actually a good player. Just trust me. Nope, that won't work. Don't know what they were trying there. Cool. 2 dragons. I love my dragons. Alright, they're just going to take that on the face. Cool. Seems brutal. I'm assuming they have a board wipe? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Luckily for us, we have an alternative here. Just like I explained in my deck tech, sometimes Red Sun Zenith goes all the way for us. Out of nowhere, 5 damage, even if it's countered. Well, at least we have Lightning Bolt as a backup. Alright, cool, we got it. We got there. So we're playing some form of control, white blue control, so Veil of Summer will have some work to do there. I don't think anything else is relevant right now. Knowing the typical blue-white control list, No, I think Red Setsuna stays. I'm not super agreeing with my choices here. In retrospect, I would have removed actually some creature removal, but whatever. I did see some more creatures than I would normally expect from a blue-white control list, so probably hedging my bets here. So his hand's decent. Utopia Sprawl, 2 lands, ran in 6 next turn. Potentially, could always be countered. Of course, our opponent is going to fetch carefully here. Because they know we have Blood Moon, which is to be expected. So removing some Blood Moons after game 1, if your opponent has seen it, is never a bad idea. It really depends on how much you need to lean on Blood Moon for the matchup. I wouldn't say you have to lean hard on Blood Moon for this kind of matchup. Veil of Summer is actually a beautiful draw. So I'll play our little 1/2 Tarmogoyf, our cutie little Tarmogoyf there. It's like a baby Tarmogoyf. Not quite just born, but still an infant. Cool. Always love it when our opponent does nothing. Okay, kind of overdrawing on lands here. Not a fan. You can see I don't want to shrink my Goyf yet. I, in fact, want to make him as big as possible. Risky there. Getting rid of all my green sources, so Veil of Summer is going to do nothing, but if they have an answer here, well then, Veil of Summer is beautiful. So it's actually a decent play. Look how smart I am. Good old Delver. Fortunately, I still get Path to Exiled, but hey, it is what it is. So a threat is much needed here. Okay, Blood Moon is meh at this point. Yeah, that's fine. We have a ton of lands in hand. Ah, it's unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate, but whatever. I mean, we got all the lands we need here. Our opponent really putting a lot of emphasis on Ren and 6, but you know what? Cool. Leyline of Sanctity. Now, here's an issue. Sometimes when I don't expect to do anything, I just hit like 0 on MTGO, which means like yield until the end. So it auto yielded for Leyline of Sanctity, whereas if I hadn't done that, it would have prompted me. I would have, of course, cast Lightning Bolt. But, you know, whatever. That's just a interface issue at that point. So we got Glorybringer. Hopefully it resolves. Had to exile, so it resolved, but didn't go anywhere. Okay, now we go to Tarmogoyf. See if that resolves. Resolves for now. Let's see what they got for us there. Render silent. Fine. Well, I'm attacking you. Alright, another spell coming down. Cool. Alright, well, this is what control does. That's okay. The Tarka's command is actually hilarious. So, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna win another way, without having to target our opponent. Cool. So, end of turn, we're going to Tarka's command. Doesn't really matter as long as we're dealing 3 damage to our opponent. Now we are going to ultimate. What's great here is that we could even retrace Veil of Summer worst case if we needed it. So now we're going to deal 3 damage, and we're going to cast it again. Deal 3 more damage. Still can't use Lightning Bolt, unfortunately. Yeah, I think the blue makes the most sense. No, they can't use that. So they don't have access to double blue. And we win the game that way instead. It's kind of hilarious. Maybe our opponent was right to be targeting red and 6. And we win the game. Beautiful. Just how I like it. Beating control without necessarily using our creatures. So that was kind of hilarious. I don't know what you think about that, but I quite enjoyed it. Winning with Ren and 6's ultimate and just playing a Tarka's command over and over Leyline of Sanctity. Something seems wrong about that. I shouldn't have been able to do it. But I did. So let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about that matchup, about those games. Would really love to hear from you. Of course, check out the other matches that are going up today and the deck tech this morning. Thanks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really goes a long way to help me out a lot. If you want to become a member here on YouTube, hit that join button, which should be in and around that subscribe button. Check out the different membership tiers and the different perks you get at each tier. You know, I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube community officially as a member. And I think the membership tiers are pretty interesting, have some cool little features in there. So check it out. I would really appreciate your support. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, share my content on social media, watch my content start to finish like you're doing right now. It really does go a long way, so thank you for that. Lastly, if you want to become a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Check out the Patreon rewards program. In a nutshell, you give me money every month. I use that money to buy sealed product, which I open up on this channel, and then I give you back that money in the form of rares and mythics at the end of every year, The longer you're a patron, the more rares and mythics you get. Basically 1 rare mythic for every month that you're a patron. And the value of those rares are anything really between $3 and $15. Some of them go even higher, as you know. So even if you average out about $5 per rare, that's $5 a month, you get your money back, but odds are you'll make more. Anyway, all that information is on Patreon. There's a video on there that explains it all. We really appreciate your support either way. Thanks, and have a good one.